And so with the dukkha, when a pain arises, it could be a suffering, you attach with dvesha. You don't want that. You don't like to have any pain. You don't want any mental pain or physical pain. So then you attach with dvesha. And then adukkama sukha or upeksha or neutral, you attach with moha, unless you are Rahatan Vahanse, otherwise you will attach with moha or avidya. Right? So when someone attaches with raga, sapa with raga, it becomes a viparinama dukkha. When someone attaches with dvesha, dukkha with dvesha, it becomes dukkha dukkha. When someone attaches upeksha or adukkama sukha with avidya, it becomes sankhara dukkha. So these are the dukkha dukkha, sankhara dukkha, viparinama dukkha explained in the other way, which in one of the first discourses I explained in simple terms. Now this is a little bit deeper, right? We'll go into deep detail on this in the next few weeks. It will be all to do with this sapa, dukkha and upeksha and vipaka and abhisankara. So this is something that everyone needs to understand clearly in order to do meditation, because unless you understand what is vipaka and what is abhisankara, you can't stop the abhisankara. When you know where is vipaka, you can stop it from vipaka. That's it. This is where the avyakruta paticca sampada works. Avyakruta is the pure one. So there is it's not polluted. You can maintain there. So you see someone, you identify that person, there is no raga, dvesha, moha there, and then you stop there. You're not going to attach with raga, or you're not going to attach with dvesha, or you're not going to attach with avidya. So that is what you need to understand. So moving on, Panchaskandha and Pancha Upadana Skandha is the next thing that we need to understand. It is the same thing. Panchaskandha, I think we talked about this last week as well. Panchaskandha is Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vijnana, the five aggregates. And Pancha Upadana Skandha is when you attach with Raga, Dvesha, Moha and create the Upadana Skandha, the clinging aggregates. Rupa Upadana Skandha, Vedana Upadana Skandha, Sanya Upadana Skandha, Sankhara Upadana Skandha, Vijnana Upadana Skandha. So that is the other thing you need to understand. There is something very important, that this is a myth, and this is where most people got it wrong, and this is also something that you have to understand clearly in order to get to dhyana and get the clear vision and the view. People say everything is dukkha. That is also a wrong thing. Again, coming back to that same question, there is sapa, there is dukkha, and there is upeksha. If you take sapa as dukkha, and if you take dukkha also as dukkha and upeksha also as dukkha, then everything becomes dukkha. That is not correct. That is not Buddhism. Right? If one is saying everything is a suffering, then this is very wrong. That is not correct. Right? That is also something that you need to know. And this is not dharma, this is adharma. When you go with adharma, you cannot attain Nibbhana. So that is something that you need to know. I'm getting into coming into the proof from Tripitaka. In Samyukta Nikaya 1, Sakalika Sutra, page 49. In there, they explain about vipaka and they explain that vipaka cannot be stopped. So if there is a vipaka, it cannot be stopped, is what is explained in here. And even Lord Buddha had to go through vipaka. The Lord Buddha hurt his leg and he suffered from pain. So there are two things that you need to understand here. First one is, even Lord Buddha could not stop vipaka, right? And the next thing is, he hurt his leg and he suffered from pain. So when we say suffered from pain, that is the physical pain. So Lord Buddha ended all the sufferings. When we say all the sufferings, that is to do with mental sufferings. That is also something very important. It is not the physical suffering. Arihatun Wahanse, they will have the physical suffering. Mugalan Maharahatan Wahanse got beaten to death, and it was painful. He had to bear the pain. He tried to escape a couple of times. Then he realized, because it was painful is why he escaped. If there was no pain, he wouldn't escape, right? But then at the end, when he looked, he saw, okay, this is what happened. I have to face this. This is a strong vipaka, and you can't avoid it. So he saw it, and then he had to face it. So these are examples from Tripitaka in the Sakkalika Sutra, explaining that vipaka cannot be stopped, right?